Sagaji TV. Welcome back to Sagaji TV, day 9 of transforming my backyard. Yeah, so this portion of the patio is pretty much coming to an end. Now, with that being said, it's not the end of this series because I still have other things in this backyard that I want to do, but the patio is almost done. Right here, I'm showing you like a solar panel light I got from Amazon. Because who has time and money to like wire up lights? You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Or get battery powered lights. So again, no. I went ahead and got or purchased these solar panel lights, and I'll show you towards the end of the video of what they look like at night. They are extremely bright, and I'm extremely happy with my purchase. All I gotta do is set it up and then forget about it. As long as the panel is facing towards the sun, cool beans. So here I'm going to be showing you how I kind of like mount and connect it to the gazebo. Now on the back of this panel, it does have like some holes. Look at my dog over there just chilling. She thinks she's people. She's been really enjoying the backyard, just lazing around and stuff. But anyway, let me show you guys how I mount it up there, because the back of it does have like holes, and the gazebo at the top does have like these little hooks that just, I don't know, was built in or came with the gazebo. So I went ahead and kind of like fed it through the top, because it is like a 2-tiered gazebo, and kind of just hooked it on. There's actually like 3 hook spaces. Well, the middle space is not even a hook, it's a loop. And then, which I was thinking about tying it to the middle, or just getting a second one to put on each hook on each side. Now right here, I kind of struggled a little bit because I was like, okay, how do I get that? I don't have any taller ladders than this. For a split second, I thought about stepping on the very top, but I was like, nah, because I'm accident prone. So it kind of reached as best I could. I'm pretty tall, I'm like 5'9", but even then it was still kind of hard for me to reach. So from here, I take it down, and I decided just to, because I probably could have just figured out how to like, you know, bolt it to the roof of the gazebo, but I was like, why even do that? So I just kind of set it down on the ground. It does come with a remote and battery, so it is remote powered. So this is what it looks like. Now I was thinking about putting the second one on the other end, but for right now that's fine. This is day 10 of transforming my backyard, and I am wanting to like fix this space up. I did decide to trim around my garden or my greenhouse, but as you can see, this space is kind of just, I don't like the weeds growing up into the AC unit, and it's really annoying constantly having to cut around it and trim around it, especially because I don't want to accidentally like hit any wires with my weed whacker or whatever, because my weed whacker has a blade, it doesn't have like actual string, so I'm pretty sure I would cut through whatever like pipes and stuff feeding into the house. So as you can see, well, not quite yet, I think I'll show you in the middle. Right now I'm just kind of gauging how much weed barrier I need to kind of wrap around this thing. But as you can see right here, there's like stones that probably then sunk over time, and I'm like, nah, these need to come up. I need this space to look like something, you know. So I just went around the edge of this, trying to lift each of these stones out of the ground. It actually wasn't that bad compared to, I was like using ant killer here and there, because there was some creepy crawlies under some of these stones. But yeah, and then once I was able to get all these stones up, which I am nearly done, this was actually one of the least labor intensive things compared to like digging up grass and laying out, like packing 80-pound bags of cement. So right here, all the sunken areas I start filling out with dirt, because I don't, when I put the stones back, I don't want them to sink back into the ground. And then from here, I just start putting the weed weed barrier. So I had 100 feet of weed barrier, so it's 3 feet by 100 feet, and I'm doing my absolute best to like not use all of it because I do have another project that you'll see in the next video of me creating like a garden, because I'm into gardening, not like flowers but like fruits and vegetables, because flowers suck. But I want to use as little as possible for this barrier over here around this AC unit, but it's looking like I'm gonna have very little left for my garden. But hey, I'm just going to do what I gotta do because this space is ugly right here and I want it to look better. So here we go. I didn't even bother coloring these down the middle because I wanted I wanted it to be at least 3 feet wide on each side. So you'll see me kind of like maneuvering everything, trying to get it as close underneath as possible because I really don't want any like weeds growing through. And then it also keeps me from having to constantly mow the lawn back here. From this point, you see me putting down the mulch. This is from my original, the mulch I had for my patio. I originally never even thought about buying more for this AC unit. This original mulch was originally going to go into my garden space, but I was like, you know what? I'm not working on the garden right this moment, so I can use it for this. And then at this point, you'll see me start placing the rocks around, kind of trying to get a good layout. Trying to push it up as far as possible. It's actually really coming together. At some point, I did think about doing like red mulch, but then I thought, nah. I think mulch tends to, fade in the sun over time, and then so red mulch would just be like, no. So yeah, I had a few more stones I could use that was near my, greenhouse. So I just kind of pulled it over, and then from this point I was like, all right, let's cut some of this trim off. Which, now that I think about it, did I end up throwing that part away or did I use it? No, I definitely used it in my garden space, I think. But I went ahead and put that to the side. So this is kind of what it looks like now. So much better than before. Now I do want to, if you see on the left, I have all this white stone. I'm thinking about spray painting these stones to kind of better match that, but I'm not worrying about it right now. But this is what you've been waiting for. The before and after. Let's check it out. Remember, grass so thick you couldn't even see my dog behind it. Let's see the after. like I said before, you guys, this is not the end of my transforming my backyard space, so stay tuned for the next video on the next project with my backyard.